I want to see if I understand what you said. You're saying that the Jewish people, the chosen people, are the people of the Creator, and they have to bring all the people in the world to the Creator, closer to the Creator, right? Yes. Okay, if they do it, then everything's fine. If they don't do it, begin pressures. Why? Because they were given a role, and they're not carrying out their role. The system's pressuring, putting pressure on them. And from here comes all the pressure which we suffered throughout history. Yes. Okay, now if we want to go back on this consequence which we have shown here, if we want for the suffering to stop, then we have to come back to the root of the chosen people, see the definition and what is the task. And if I go back to this, then the task is for the chosen people of the Creator to bring all the people of the world closer to the Creator. Yes. Okay, we're not living in ancient times. We're living in the modern world, so whatever I look at today, there's no lack for the Creator. The Creator, the only ones to talk about it are the religions, whatever religion it is. Today, millions are being murdered in name of the Creator. So where do you have the Creator? It's in different religious propaganda, but in the in the world, in the common world, there's no Creator. This is why I said that Elohim in Hebrew, Creator, in its numerical value is equal nature. It's one and the same, meaning this whole entire great big force that encompasses everything and sustains everything is called the Creator, Elohim. Okay, now this definition which you gave, which is very different than what people are used to thinking about the Creator as, it could be good for a scientist. No. The problem is something else. That this very force that from our smallness in our mind and heart and our development, because of the smallness in this aspect, we can't ascribe this force to a feeling, to an understanding, to a force, to a goal, to a purpose and a process. We think, force is like gravity, that it pulls you, and that's that. It's a physical force. We think only about ourselves, and we think that we have the mind, we have the brain, we have the thought. And we don't think about nature this way. And for this purpose, I'd be happy to send you to many scientific articles that today talk about godliness, about the force that develops matter, and this force has a preset program and a preset goal, and develops us that we can't be in a random state. We develop randomly. It's not like according to evolution that however it comes, this is how it goes. And also in evolution itself, it's not how it comes and goes, because all the time the desires of each and every individual, of each and everything, they connect between them, they fight between them. Meaning there's a kind of a preset program here, which is very precise, only we don't know it. Today science already talks about it. Okay, so what you're saying exactly emphasizes what I want to say, that you can talk about the Creator in two aspects, either in a religious aspect or, scientific aspect, that scientists looked for the cause for everything, like Einstein looked for the Creator. So I don't understand, how does the Creator, what does he have to do with my day-to-day life? I'm an ordinary person. Not some Einstein. What's its relevance if I'm not religious or a great? It doesn't have anything to do with religious or secular. Delete their mind and heart. Has nothing to do with this. The thing is simple. You are in the real. You live your life. Yes. Okay. You, throughout your life, go through different phases in your development? Yes. Along with humanity? Yes. If you know how you develop and how humanity develops, Then, in accordance with that, you build your life in a more successful manner. If you'll know what the tomorrow is and what's going to be the day after and what is it all headed toward, it's like you come to me and you ask, I have a son. Soon he'll finish school. What should he study? You ask? Yes. Okay. So you'll know. You'll know how to study, what to buy, what to do, and how. Each and everything you'll know in advance. Why? Because you know the general plan of what you're going through. Then you're already in this flow. So each and every one has to do with it. Why are we not successful today? Like the blind, like humanity with this kind of technology, with these forces, with this great suffering that we went through, with such a great experience, such a bitter experience. Why are we why are we so blind? That we do not know the plan. Look, you don't have to keep anything from all that you hear about, like religion or whatever. You don't have to bow to this higher force. I'm telling you, you have to know him in order to make your life easier, better, and to prepare an even better life for your kids. And not that from one generation to the next we see life becoming worse and worse. It's for sure that our children are more miserable than we are. Undoubtedly. Say 50, 60 years ago, we thought that life will be better, that humanity will attain and achieve and this and that, and there will be no more wars, and everything's going to be great and nice. And suddenly you see everything's the very opposite. So, from what I say in the recognition of godliness, it's the recognition of nature, the general program of opening your eyes to see where do we really exist, what controls us, and what system of forces, network of forces we are in order to succeed. Something that is so needy for humanity these days, which really suffers. We feel ourselves coming into such ties one with the other, and the global connection, and not knowing how to get rid of it. Europe wants to start separating now. Separating how? They'll suffer tremendously as a result because they don't know in what way they could unite in a good way for everyone to be well off. So that very program, how to connect to good for good, is called the Wisdom of Kabbalah, and I recommend everyone to study it. Everyone. Because each and every person wants to succeed in life. He should know how. And by this he will not stand in the way of others. It will not be on account of others that he steps on them or something. Therefore, the chosen people is that we have this program. We have to acknowledge it. And also chosen in terms of we need to pull the whole of humanity toward it. And that we don't do it, we're hated and being pressured more and more. It's only the beginning of the pressure. And each and every person, the smallest person, it has nothing to do with religions, neither Judaism, nor Islam, nor Christianity, nor the Eastern beliefs, or Western, or mysticism, or anything else. It has nothing to do with it. It has only to do with the revelation of the upper force to each and every one, and accordingly a person will no longer be wrong in life. Furthermore, he starts discovering a higher dimension. He starts revealing how we don't end our life here, because more or less for several years, look how many people commit suicide and do it happily. Look what's the use from all the wars, from all the suffering. While you're alive in your current state, you can rise to the following level, because it's not a physical level, it's the level of attainment, it's an emotional level that you rise to a dimension where you open new horizons and new world. And this is what the wisdom of Kabbalah invites you to. This is called to connect with the upper force, to attain it, to attain eternity, the perfection that exists in nature.